Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to Kerrash Landing, the Elite Dangerous Community Show. Commander Kerrash here, and tonight you are joining me in a very special location. Yes, it's my living room. The corner of my living room. I apologise, I have been working hard all week to try and get the streaming room up to scratch. But I'm afraid the paint is still drying, yes. It's a little unfortunate, but I may do. We're here. We're live, we're going, and we have so much to talk about tonight. I thought I'd give any guest the opportunity to rest and relax and not put up with me droning on about the hundreds and hundreds of things they're doing. It's been a very busy week. I'm sure you've all seen the streams, the videos, the announcements, all the various things. So it was time to recap and everything. So hi everyone, hi Toad, hi Bewilderbeast, hi Ian, Commander Jan, Mr. Junks, oh, who else is in there? Dobbo, hi Dobbo, Snow Imp, all the guys that are on there already. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. I'm afraid Mrs. K is not around. Yes, she is a very lucky lady at the moment. She is living it up in Vegas with a friend of hers. Yes, I've sent her away on a nice holiday, nice restful time away from the kids, and I've been putting up with them all week. Ah, oh, little monsters. I love them to bits. So, first of all, nice wallpaper, Malaki. Yes, so I am showcasing the new debug cam, which I'm sure everyone's been reading about. Really, really cool. I mean, I've got some really cool things I want to try out with this, some great ideas. Obviously, it's not intended for you know, gameplay uses. As soon as you go into debug cam mode, you're basically vulnerable to attack. So that's the key thing to remember there. You know, it's great for taking a few screenies and some videos if you want to do things like that. But really, it's not going to be any use for fighting in. It's not intended as a third-person camera. It's a selfie stick, as Toad calls it. But it is quite nice. And you hear I'm sporting the latest model of the Fer-de-Lance. Yes, the awesome new ship which was added in the 1.2 update. Love it. Always wanted to fly one of these things. Heard so much about them in the original games. But nice. Toad there. Now, did Crash Van Gogh finish the painting? No, unfortunately the paint is still drying in the room, so I'm kind of reduced into the corner at the moment. A little bit quiet. If I'm a little quiet, let's see if I can turn this up. Sorry guys. Let's try and turn that up for you. I don't want to make it too loud. I don't want it to clip off and get really bad for you there, but let me turn that up. And Cow is in the chat. Hello there, Cow. Thank you for holding the fort. I was enjoying your drabble readings there, mate. Awesome stuff. As I said last week, what we're going to try and do is queue up so Grant can get his drabbles done before we start Crash Landing each week. I think that's only fair to share the love. Much better. There we go. Awesome stuff. I don't want to make it too loud and start, you know, so everyone jumps off their seat when I get enthusiastic about some update coming in. You know what I'm like when I hear about new shiny things. So I got a ridiculous loadout on this Fer-de-Lance. It's probably not worth doing anything in. I've just been messing around. I'm going to head back over to the Dalton station so we can talk through the newsletter, and hopefully I can jump in a Vulture as well in case people need to see that. I'm sure everyone has seen the Vulture since. But I just love going into the outfitting screen and showing off the huge hardpoint on the Fer-de-Lance. It is absolutely insane. I love it. The plasma accelerator is like an Arctic lorry folding out of that cargo slot. It's crazy. Shenrei, what are people's thoughts on the Fer-de-Lance's range? Personally, you think it needs boosting. The standard A to B is going to be a pain in the backside. Yeah, I have heard some things about it being way too low at the moment. I suppose it depends on where Frontier are intending on the ship fitting into the game. You know, is it intended to be a cruise ship, short-range fighter? You know, what the heck is it supposed to be? Oh, combat bond I should have gave away there. Never mind. Yeah, so, you know, it depends what they're intending us to use the damn thing for, whether or not it should be bumped up or not. I don't know whether what it is at the moment is unreasonable, really. I mean, I've got... What have I got on here at the moment? I've got basic 6 light years range, which is pretty poor. That's less than most Sidewinders, but it is a pretty heavily kitted out ship, you must admit. 4 medium hardpoints and 1 huge hardpoint wrapped around a frameshift drive. It's a bit silly, but nice. Ben, we are not going to be talking any more about your furry lance. It's not that kind of channel, I'm afraid. The Vulture, yes, XLG, yeah, I love the Vulture. It's kind of a ship built around 2 large hardpoints. Absolutely insane, but a wonderful looking fighter ship. Can't wait to play around with it a little more. Let's go into selfie mode whilst we're waiting to get here. And this is my favourite thing about the debug cam. The Super Cruise trips, they just burn away as you're oogling at the shiny graphics for your ship. Finally, we can admire those paint jobs. It's awesome stuff. Takes a little bit getting used to moving the camera around, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Oh, there we go. Someone's... No, sorry, I thought it was a question there. Okie dokie, no more questions in the chat currently. Everyone's talking about the Fer-de-Lance. Yeah, it is the topic of much debate, I feel. It's one of those ships that everyone aspired to, wanted to fly. I don't think it's ever been available to fly in any of the earlier games. Gaming with Ian, no guest tonight because I have got so many things to talk about. Any guest which I invited on would not be able to get a word in edgeways, so probably best if we just waffle on through all of the update stuff. And OMG, so many things. So 1.1 was updated, 6th patch for 1.1. That's the live game currently for everyone in the normal game, not in beta. So, oops, let's see if we're getting closer to Dalton Gateway. Couple of little minor things. My favourite one on here is don't allow your own landing gear to destroy your ship. That's a fun bug. That's hopefully the last cause of some random things blowing people up, and some story and text updates, things like that. So we've all seen the silly little typos and things leaking into some of the story thing. So. Smarty901, yo, how you doing? Can you please explain the icons in the map, please? Yeah, so this is one of my favourite additions in 1.2. Makes a world of difference. You go over to the options thing here, you can see in the top corner what they are. So green, show friends, blue, show wing, orange, show missions, and red, show ships. So what that is, red ship markers are anywhere where you have a ship stored. And I currently have one here in this system. I've got one over in LFT 133, which is my home base, which I am working on at the moment. So that's really handy to find out where you've got your ships stashed away. Green is where various online friends currently are. I don't know. No, I had a friend that was over in the California Nebula the other night, which is insane. It's really handy because you can see straight away who's online, where they are. You can't actually find names here on the system map, but it gives you a really good idea, where those people are. Again, blue shows up the people that are currently in your wing, and orange will show up somewhere where you've got a destination for a mission. So really handy, nice kind of at a glance view of the markers on there, so you can just see where things are straight away. I think that map was screaming out for that update. It's really good to see that come in. Rusty swords, it's the Ferdy short range lance, yes. Yeah, it does seem a little bit reduced. That's probably a good reason for it. I mean, it is a ridiculously OP ship, so something has to give, I think. I think that's where it is when it comes to trying to balance the thing out. Listeria's here. Greetings, Commander. Thanks for coming in tonight. So glad they... yes, Gamer, they added a button to exit back to the cockpit. Yeah, it's because... obviously you could jump around to the system with the galaxy map, but before it would kind of take you from the system back to the galaxy map, and now you've got the button in the corner to flip around. That's a nice little addition, I must admit. I think that came in 1.1, but an absolute godsend. So the biggest thing for me which is updating this is the complete redo on the comms panel. It was a much needed change. I think now comms is kind of a first class citizen in the interface. You toggle it, you highlight it, it gets much more of the view. The camera even tilts slightly to the side, so that's a real nice change. I just see that comms chat is improved in that way. You've got the local chat now, so I can go ahead and say anything I want to anyone within range, which is nice. Anybody out there? in space. Nobody can hear you. Direct message. So that's a nice thing. That sends it to everyone currently in your super cruise range, and I think it increases as your velocity increases as well, which is quite nice. So you know, if you're in a tight zone with a lot of people very close to each other, you'll see that. Am I a little low in my cockpit? I probably am a little low in my cockpit. Unfortunately, the studio's kind of been shoved into the corner of the room at the moment whilst the paint dries on all the things in the new room. So, but don't tell my wife; she doesn't know. Yeah, she's off on holiday, so. Shinri, jump range is irrelevant to combat balance. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I think it's not necessarily. It's difficult to explain. I mean, in my eyes, it's like there's got to be a downside to it. You know, if the ship is uber in every sense of the word, then it just becomes the one ship that everyone wants, and there's no reason to own other ships. I think there has to be a good reason why it's better at one thing, but not so much at another thing. You know, ships have to kind of have a purpose. It's like the Eagle. You know, the armor on it is paper thin, but it's really nimble and really fun to fly. So it has that purpose, that kind of that goal there in that direction. So you know, each ship has to have that kind of some balance and some way to it, I think. Power restrictions limitation. Yeah, I found myself completely running out of power on it as well, especially with the plasma accelerator in there. It's ridiculous. Gaming with Ian, one thing you didn't understand was the icons next to my wingmates. So hopefully I can find someone to form a wing. I'm hoping the audio comes through tonight. That's another reason why I thought I won't invite a guest tonight. I'm hoping I can kind of bump into someone out and demo the wing stuff for people, and we can get some of the audio over there. But the icons, yeah, each person in your wing has a distinct icon. I think there's a diamond, a hexagon, a square, and a circle. I think it literally is just so you can associate those icons with a particular person in your wing. You know, hey, Crash is the square, he's over there. So Toad can jump on. That would be awesome if you are about. So I'll head on over. So the next win, relevant, nice segue, is the current online people, which is really handy here. You can see who is online at a glance. Much bigger view again. Not so much of a big list scrolling down trying to find out who's on and where they are. You can see who's in private group, who's in solo, and all that stuff, which is an absolute godsend, because we don't have to be guessing, you know, am I going to be able to find you, are you in the same system, and all that kind of thing. So it's not a pain in the backside. Other thing, messages, so you get you know, direct requests, requests to join a wing and that kind of thing pop up in this chat panel here. I think there's going to be more in that in the future. There's definitely a lot of scope for that to, you know, add messages from when you were offline and that kind of thing, so that would be nice. Don't think it's necessarily going to be like the mailbox in World of Warcraft, but you know. Eat Levi's, yes, you can pop on over if you want, sir. I mean, the more the merrier. We can get up to 4, so. Smarty, cost of the new wheels, the further Lance, I wish I know. David is keeping close to his chest. I heard David say at PAX East that it's going to be damn expensive or something, something to that effect. Yeah, I imagine it's going to be like twice the price of a Python. It's going to be crazy expensive. It needs to be, you know, because it is really capable, really powerful ship. And the last panel up in the top here before we move on, obviously I've got voice off at the moment, so I can toggle that. And you can toggle all the things. You can stop people chatting to you locally if it's spamming, turn wings, chat on and off and all that kind of stuff, which is nice. So here we go. There we go. Fiery Toad has come online. Let's see if we can. He's in the main menu. Let's wait for a Toad to load up. Sharpshifter, you can't see what system I am in though. Yeah, at the moment, the only way of seeing what system someone's in is to go back to the main menu. I mean, there's scope for that to be expanded at some point, I think. You definitely, the system is aware of it. Like I said, you can go into the galaxy map like we're showing at the icons and you can see where people are, but you can't see which people they are. So it's a bit of a pain in the backside. Currently I am in the LHS 3447 system. That's the base for beta testing, because that's where all the cheap ships are for testing all the things. Test all of the things! So there's some nice stuff. When I get to the starport here, there's a couple of things I want to show in the outfitting bay that some people may have seen. So I've got used to that subtle cue now, when the noise of the Super Cruise changes, it's like, you're going too fast, slow down you idiot. Millstone Barn. This is becoming a bit of a regular get-together. Yes, it's awesome. And, you know, this is one of the things that I love about Wings. It's kind of that coincidental co-op, you know. It's just you happen to be, you know, floating along and then suddenly, oh, where am I? You know, it's, oh, you're over here. Let's meet up. Let's join. You know, it's really, really nice. I like the way that it works. So I'll have to drop in here and I'll come out of, I'm in solo play at the moment. I was hoping in solo play I wouldn't get interdicted. I left the background camera going over in that loop at the start, and I got interdicted 5 seconds into it, which was annoying. Alright, let's get to Dalton Gateway and then I will switch out to online, open play, and we will see if we can bump into Toad. Da, 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 da. Love the look of the planets. Bit of an off-center cockpit on the Fer-de-Lance, which is another thing which people have been commenting on. I mean, I quite like the way that the ships have got these kind of unique cockpits to them. I think it adds character to them. But I know a lot of people are kind of hinting at how that, you know, kind of it messes with your mind, kind of aligning your weapons and all that kind of thing, and it doesn't feel right, you know, trying to dock and knowing where the central point in your ship is. And, you know, I think, well, yeah, there is some justification to that, really, but, you know, we drive cars on different sides of the roads, sitting on the different side of the vehicle, so if you can get used to that, I think you can get used to the ship being set up in a funny way. The Stealth DJ, any idea when Elite Dangerous will be on the consoles? I think the announcement has been summer. I think that's pretty... Whoop, sorry. It's pretty easy to see that, you know, guys at Frontier, they've already got everything running on the Xbox One. They're quite comfortable with the tools and the technology and stuff. It's mainly going to be a case of porting the, you know, level of detail, scaling for the assets and stuff, to make sure that it doesn't overload the Xbox One. I mean, obviously the Xbox One is pretty much basically a PC, but you're going to need to be a bit more clever with the level of detail stuff, so that it doesn't break that frame rate that you're trying to achieve on the consoles. And yeah, it does seem a little bit off-center, I must admit, doesn't it? That's a bit odd. Yeah, definitely. I see what people mean now about trying to land this. It's a bit off-center. Yeah, so, you know, there's a couple of things that need to be done. It's definitely going to be, you know, a couple of months to get all that done, and then there's a certification process that Microsoft enforces for all games going to Xbox platform. So, yeah, I'd say summer is a safe bet, really. Montuxia 1.2 is out next week. You are correct, sir. And there has been a few bug fixes that have gone in from 1.2, but nothing too drastic, I don't think. So I think they're probably on schedule to get that out for next week, which would be really cool because I just want to get out and play with people on 1.2. The Wings make it awesome. I think I said, you know, a couple of months ago that co-op was something which it was difficult to do, but once you did it and you started helping other people with missions and stuff, it was immense fun. It was really, really good. Wings is all about that stuff, so it's just going to be great. Cannot wait for it. Do you think they would give the console... sorry, Shinari said there. Do you think they would give me the console version if you have the PC Mac one? Oh, I see what you mean. Right, okay, so if you own it on the PC or Mac wheel, you get the console version. I doubt that very much because it is a completely different development path. They're going to have to set a team on it. I expect Microsoft to probably footing the bill for some of the work that's going to go into getting it onto the platform and stuff like that. Because Microsoft want it on the platform as well. You know, it's a great game. It helps to sell consoles. It very much a kind of with consoles, it's a symbiotic relationship with these kind of things. You know, you get the good games and it sells the platform. That is kind of the key to it. Sorry, trying to keep an eye on the chat whilst I go through here. Let's get back into start. Jump into open play and see if we can find Toad. Toad is outside Dalton. Okie dokie. So one of the things that hopefully I can show you, local chat should work whilst I'm still within the station as well, which is another great feature. You used to just kind of disappear below decks, and it's there he is. Come in, Toad. See if Toad can hear the local chat on there. He should be able to hear local chat just because he's near the station here. Max Ursa, greetings, Commander. Thanks for joining there tonight. Zags ever, better get me ass over the Dalton Gateway. Yes, people are going to be blowing me up now. There's a local further lands. I guarantee that's Toad. Let's see if we can find Toad. Let's give Toad a wing invite. What I might do first is turn to auto chat, and then Toad can just start talking straight away. Invite to wing. Greetings, Commander! You are live and on the air!
Hello, everybody.
How you doing, Toad?
I'm good, my friend. You?
Yes, very well. I'm glad to get set up at the last minute here. It was a bit of a rush to get ready tonight, I must admit. All good fun, though. All good fun. The stream room is coming along nicely, and it's it's just waiting for the paint to dry and all that now. It's like, oh.
I'm so ready for next Friday, then.
It should be. I should probably make an announcement at that point, actually, that I'm probably going to do next week's stream on the Thursday, because I'm going to be somewhere on the road Friday, driving all the way to Gatwick and back in one day, which is going to be great fun. But there we go. So, public service announcement. Kerrash Landing will be brought a day forward next week. Yes, Sharpshifter. Yes, so Toad, I'm just showing everyone on the stream at the moment. I've got the Class 4 Plasma Accelerator. This thing is insane.
I have one fitted.
It's rather nice. I've got nothing else useful on that ship. I've literally just been playing around with some things on here. So I'm going to head on out. We can go over some of the bits on the outfitting later on tonight. So have you been playing around with much recently, Toad?
I've had a double.
I bet you have. I bet you've been streaming constantly since 1.2 hit.
I've done a little bit of streaming.
I thought you might. Yeah, so looking at it now, Toad, I mean, sorry mate, you've got a hexagon icon on the top of my screen. I'm not sure what icon I've got on your side, mate.
You have a plus.
I've got the plus sign on there, okay. So I think that's the plus usually is the person who starts the wings off. Yes.
But you can tell your icon by looking at the top of the comms tab.
Yes, so I've got the plus on there at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find you.
Competition in the Blue Peter Builder Starship competition.
Oh, yes. So have you come up with a name yet?
Well, I've got one, but I need to have 3.
Ah, right, okay. A couple of suggestions for them to pick the best one.
Yeah, first, second and third choice. But I was quite confident at 60,000 tons, and then somebody else just crept in and started catching me up, so I had to push forward and beat them.
Yeah, I was going to say, what at the end of it was something like, was it 86,000 tons you delivered, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. So I think that's well deserved, being able to name that ship, definitely.
Yeah, I got the email from a guy earlier, well, not long after it finished the mission, so which is about at 5 o'clock it finished, so...
Oh, awesome. No, it's going to be really, really good. Do you know roughly where the ship's going to get created? Is it in the same location?
No, it just said on the mission, it'll be in a few days, so I've got to have the submissions in by Monday.
Oh, right, okay, so that's sounds like it might be very soon then. Soon TM?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to have it in by midday Monday, the 9th of March.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess there'll be a patch Tuesday.
Yes, very well. It might be. I think that's usually the thing they go on. It's definitely more convenient, I think, for them to do it on Tuesdays because they have the rest of the week then to patch anything up if anything goes crazy. We don't want another Friday patch in a weekend, the weekend of the orange Sidewinder of death. Those were the days, eh? Rightio, Edelweiss is around as well. Let's invite him to the wing. Let's get him in here. So those of you who haven't seen the wings on there, you'll notice that Toad is showing up as blue on my scanner, which is, or cyan, very light blue. And he's doing donuts around me. And I think it looks, Toad, like they've actually... Looks like they've resolved the hopping excited ship bug that happened the other day.
Yep, that's been cleared.
So that was quite fun. If anyone didn't see that, it was the ships kind of had a little bit of a bounce to them as they were getting excited to see their friends in cruise, which was quite funny. Looks like they've resolved the hopping excited ship bug. Oh, we've got feedback. Hello, Ben. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I think I'm broadcasting now.
Ah, awesome. Oh, so you're... Yes, you're broadcasting. We've got you.
Yep. Excellent. Right.
Excellent. Are you...
I'm in Dalton Gateway as well, so...
Are you docked at the moment, or are you just outside?
To coin a phrase, I'm just coming out.
Oh, sweetie. On a Friday night too. So hopefully we're just going to have a little mess around. So I haven't actually looked to see if there's any bulletin board missions which work for... Oh, Toad's got his weapon out. Ah, right in my face too. Make sure you don't discharge that. Whoa! Who is this? Someone with an anaconda that can't fly straight. I think that did him way more damage than the rest of us on there.
I see you, gentlemen.
Hey.
Can I shoot him? Please, can I shoot him, sir?
Who are we shooting at?
A Commander Terranova.
Well, he did himself a lot more damage then. He went down to about 39% health. So...
I see him.
You've got him targeted. So I haven't actually got the key binded at the moment, but there's a key binding that you can set to select your target's target, isn't there? I haven't played around with that, and that's something that I've really been looking forward to, because that's really going to help when you're out there. You don't have to be screaming down the microphone at each other. You know, it's like, oh, it's him over there, it's the eagle. Which eagle is that? No, it's that one. No, that eagle's just exploded. No, try the viper. Go for the viper.
But there's two other keys that they need to add in as key bindings.
Yes.
Navlock.
Yes, absolutely. That's too difficult at the moment.
Yep. And wing beacon.
Yes, definitely. So if anyone hasn't seen that, the wing beacon's over here on the screen here. You can just go into wing mode now. Now I'm looking at that and I'm saying that, you know, the mode is off or wing. So that, to me, that leaves that wide open to another option to appear at the bottom, you know, like distress maybe, something like that, you know. I love it when they leave these little things in. It's not on or off, it's like, a set of options. There's a whole other set of gameplay they're considering down there. So Toad, do you want to go over and hyperspace to the Frigate system so we can have a bit of a mess around, and I'll navlock to you, show everyone that.
Right. I need to try to remember how I do that myself.
Oh yeah, so if you go up to the comms panel, over to the friends, the second tab there, and then you can click on Commander Submission, get the menu up, and you can engage the navlock. So I am ready to go when you are, Toad.
I think I'm ready.
It needs a button.
It does need a button, yeah, absolutely. I think that's something they can add in at some point, definitely.
We've had mentioned it to Prime a few times. Right, are you ready, gentlemen?
Oh, I'm ready.
But will Kerrash be able to keep up? That is the question.
Well, it's only 6 light years, so you should be able to.
Yeah, it's not far.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, there you go. Your frameshift is activated.
Ooh.
I think our frameshift should activate as soon as you jump, shouldn't they? There we go.
Ooh.
Whoosh.
Right, come on. I need your bullets and speed. Right, there we go. I'm catching up with you now.
Your weapons are out. Are away, sorry.
What have I done? Damn. Do you know what? I've jumped into cruise. What an idiot. Yay! I'm off. I'll be there in a jiffy.
That don't forget to mention that the heat, what do we call it, have changed.
Oh, how the heat mechanics work in general?
Yeah, because it's now not 150, it's got up to 100, and I've been interdicted by Commander something or other.
Oh, let me see if I can find you. Where are you? Oh. Oh, there we go. That's okay. I was right in your range when that happened. Awesome. Got a lock on him.
he didn't expect to have three.
Run away! Run away! Team up on him! If only I can get closer and get the big gun on him.
Welcome to Wings killing time.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
Poor sod.
Didn't expect that to go in there. See, I told you co-op was great. He is wanted. Who's going to get his bounty? Come on. I got to get the plasma accelerator on him. Come on.
As long as you do hull damage, you get a share of the bounty.
Oh, awesome. Excellent. Yeah, so that's one of the things that's changed with the co-op thing, isn't it? So it's just not just the combat stuff as well. You've also got the trading. You get bonuses for things on that as well. Exploration. I think if you work together, you get bonuses on the exploration stuff, which is nice. You do scans together. You share the things, which is all good.
The trading with it works well. He's running, I think.
He can run, but he can't hide.
Very true. Very, very true.
Has anyone got an interdictor?
No.
We can encourage him to drop out of cruise.
It was just asking Michael.
He's not going to make it. He's out of here.
He's going down! He's going down!
He's gone.
Ooh! 133 credits.
133 credits.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
I get so much more than less than 1,000.
But we proved it works. We prove it.
Indeed. Well, I'm going to head to Engel Orbital, rearm and repair.
Okie dokie.
It's only 73 light seconds away, so...
Right, so I'm going to... Apparently you are in range. I'm going to attempt to jump behind you. Come on. There we go. Commander Jan's suggesting I rammed him to kill him off.
Have you done anything with the trade?
Oh, I'm getting interdicted now.
Oh. Find 8 of us.
Right, I got the nav lock on you, Ben. I'm going to drop him behind you.
I think it, oh, it's actually, it's just an NPC.
Get him! Get him! Get
I
him!
don't have a...
He's
I
wanted.
don't have a K-Warren scanner, sadly.
Jump in on you.
Take him down!
Right, I'm in with you.
Hey, there's Toad. I just saw you flash in the distance there. Ooh! Boom. Oh, that's a bit better. A few thousand credits for that.
That's not fair.
Right, Engel Orbital then. Let's head on over there.
Yeah.
So I think that's great. I think the game tries to balance that out. That if you are in a wing, it tries to kind of encourage more things like that to occur to you. You know, more interesting situations it would take more of you to achieve and stuff. So it's quite nice. It's nice to see things like that happening. It makes the game feel more dynamic, like something's going on. I think it's what it was missing from the outset, I think. Shinrei asking, can we friendly fire each other when we're in a wing? I think it's off by default, isn't it?
Yeah, you can still shoot each other, it just doesn't, you don't become wanted or anything.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, you can still shoot each other and kill each other. But what was I going to say?
Oh, I'm being interdicted now, guys. Anyone got me on navlock?
I see you.
Oh,
See, that's the thing I love about the hub. Right, so I can see Ben's, you've both got me locked now. I'm going to drop out. I'm going to submit. See, that's the wonderful thing about that HUD at the top there, is you can see instantly, you know, what you guys are thinking, what your intentions are as well, which is really, really nice.
So as soon as you get interdicted and we engage navlock, we drop out with you automatically.
Yeah, yeah, so it just gets you straight into that gameplay straight away, which is really, really nice. I like the way that works.
Come on, jump in.
Oh, plasma accelerator. Love it, love it. Oh, I think my power is maxed out, so I can't get him. Come on. Come on. Turn, turn.
I just got interdicted separately.
Oh no, Ben. We'll come and save you in a second. He's nearly down.
It's okay, it's a naked eagle.
Oh.
He's gone down already.
Going down, going down. This is great. This is great fun.
Oh, we've got another one. We've got another Sharpshifter. Get him. Get him now.
Sharp. I was just going to try and invite Sharp. Where is he? Going to send him an invite. He's disappeared again off the list.
He's in with me. He's in the same as I am.
Oh, is he? Oh, maybe he dropped into the location just after we got there. XLG's right. Yeah, saying I need lessons with the plasma accelerator. It's just too much fun. I get overexcited with it because it's like I've wanted the damn thing since playing Frontier on the Amiga. It's like finally I get to play with a big one. Yay!
That's what she said.
Oh dear, I left that wide open.
Well, I could say something as well, but I won't.
See, I just line these up. You know.
True, true. I'll just send Sharpshifter an invite, so...
Okie dokie, cool, cool.
Because that's a good thing, is that anybody in the week can send anybody else an invite.
Yeah, that's the wonderful thing. So it's like you can literally just group up. There's Sharp. How are you doing, sir?
Hello.
Hey, Sharp.
Hello, mate.
Isn't this wonderful? This is great.
Let me sort out the mute.
What's that? Ian says in the chat, Crash wanted no guests to talk about it. Lol.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what I thought. I mean, you know, there was so much stuff to go over, and the co-op stuff with comms and wings and stuff like that. I wanted to try and show some of that off, and you guys are doing wonderful. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Saturnine, yes.
Go to the capital ship.
Oh, I'm gonna head over to Enga Orbital first. Make sure I'm reloaded and everything, and then we can head over to the capital ship.
Oh.
Saturnine just pointing out there, you want Shorty back as a guest. Yes, I would love Shorty to come back on the show. Unfortunately, she is suffering morning sickness practically 24/7, and she's barely even touched her computer because she feels ill just looking at anything on the screen. So, oops.
I don't know if this is a bug or not, but when I dropped out at Engel Orbital with you, I'm 20 kilometers out instead of just 10.
Were you a little further behind me, were you?
I was a wee bit further behind you, yeah, but I came out 20k away instead of the northern.
Oh, yeah, I see you.
Yeah, but we do have a slight problem here, gentlemen.
All the base full?
I don't need one landing pad.
I'm here first. It's mine, I tell you. It's.
I'm glad I'm in a small ship, I think.
It looks like it's being used anyway. I can't get in. Oh, it's a little eagle. I think he's about to try and take off. No, it's a human player. No, can't get in.
Shoot him.
Give him some active encouragement.
Bit of a nudge here, bit of a nudge there.
Oh, speaking of nudges. So whilst we're waiting for a parking space, I'm going to go back and just check what we've been talking through on tonight. So there was an update out today at 2 for the beta, the third build, a whole host of tweaks and fixes. We've gone over a couple. We talked about the little bobbing spaceships one, which was a fun bug. I like fun bugs. Loads and loads of improvements to some things in their crashes and things like that. Some extra changes to the Oh, the debug camera is now assignable to a key, which totally confused me when I first logged in tonight. I thought I wanted to show the camera, and then the damn key wasn't working. But then, luckily, I found that it was an option in the menu, which is nice. So that's really, really handy on there. Can we still not get in?
You know, this is a feedback camera, blah blah blah, hit enter. I know why it's there, and I understand why it's there, but it's annoying.
Yeah, it needs to be something which the dialogue pops up the first time and then never again, I think, doesn't it? You want a show this every time tick box on there or something like that, don't you?
I really like, actually, how the interface for Wings shows you who's talking.
Yeah, with just the little waveform flashing up at the top there, I think that's handy. Again, it's one of those things, isn't it? That if the wing was bigger and there were too many people in it, then I think it would just be a right pain in the backside. It's like, you know, it's kind of like when on TeamSpeak and you've got loads of little, everyone's trying to talk over each other all at once. It just gets really, really chaotic. But I think with 4 people, I think that's a nice kind of group.
Aha, I have landing pad.
What happened there?
Hey, Toad's in. If we can all form an orderly queue behind Toad, we will be serviced briefly.
I'm just in a nice little small ship, and I'm docked already.
Right, I should be as quick as possible, gentlemen. In and out, as they say.
It's like the queue at the toilets at a concert event, isn't it? It's, you know, there's only one Portaloo left.
But I'm off. I'm launching now.
Excellent. So we've got a couple of commandos. Hey! We've got some people I can see here. Let's see if we can... Local chat. There's Toad. Crikey. Oh, I'm denied. Let me in. Let me in. Yay. There we go. My turn. My turn. Quick. I'm busting. I need to get to the space loo. There we go. Scratch the paint. Oh, yeah. Okay, I did more than scratch the paint. This thing's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they have tweaked the wear and tear cost on it, so...
The weird thing is you're trapped on a landing pad online.
Right, all fitted, ready to go. Right, wait for the pad to spin around and the next person can jump in.
What's the whole deal with the marked cargo now?
With the what, sorry?
Marked cargo.
Oh, marked cargo, yeah. So I'm going to get off the pad, but there's an option now in the contacts that if you pick up effectively stolen cargo, you know, it's marked for some reason or another, you can hand it over to the authorities rather than trying to sell it to the black market. Obviously, it will have a different effect on the background economy. Instead of encouraging criminal activities in the area, you're going to be encouraging, you know, better behaviour and that kind of thing. You know, it's kind of a different option. You know, it's hopefully it'll allow you to kind of, at some point, you'll have the option to free slaves and that kind of thing, which you know, yeah.
So it's a role-playing element they've added.
Yeah, I think so. It kind of it does have a knock-on effect to the background simulation. It is there for a reason, and it will become more apparent, I think, in future patches and things.
Okay, I'm on my way out. They didn't mention it in the Wings instructions.
Yeah, it's just kind of snuck in there at some point. I often find with a lot of things like that, it's like they put these things in because they're still working on something right up to the last minute, and they haven't quite had chance to go through and patch it all up yet. You know, so I think it's something which is still a work in progress. Is everybody service sharp? Are you going in now, mate?
Yeah, I'm sorted. I'm sorted.
To show you off. Takeoff that was.
Aha, yeah, I was going to say, you got the fancy spin around takeoff there. Right, so So everyone's got me locked. I'll head on over to the capital ship then.
Yeah, I've got you locked on. Let's get out of mass lock.
Do you know, I've just realised something really annoying. I don't know whether I can change this. Nope. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Because I've frantically put the PC back together today, I've plugged the X52 into a different USB port, and now it's in frigging clutch mode and my boost button doesn't work. I hate that.
What you need to do,
Yeah.
go to the control panel software for the SATEC. Go to control panel. Go to MFD tab, and it'll be clutch. It says enable clutch mode, and just untick it.
There's only one problem with that, Toad, I'm afraid, is I don't have it installed yet. I know. I've been that damn busy.
Oh dear.
I know.
Oh dear.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Totally useless. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go. No, I can remove the device. I don't want to remove the device.
Are we going to go fight the capital ship?
Yes, we'll try and do that now.
Okay.
There we go. I fixed it. There we go. In-flight repair, and that's a nice segue actually to the reboot and repair. What do you guys think of the reboot and repair feature?
The only time I can see you get taken out by one of those players who likes to leave you dead in the water. They go, off.
Yeah, I think
Because it only works for modules that are down below 5% or at 0.
yeah.
Help. If anything above 5%, it won't make any difference. So
Yeah.
it gives you out of a pinch.
Yeah, it's only really useful for those kind of things. You know, I think it could be one of those really handy last-ditch things if you're out exploring and something gets destroyed. It'd be handy to do that. That's a nice use case of it. I definitely like the way that the damage is now applied internally to modules first, before the hull damage. So it kind of encourages more of that gameplay with the reboot and repair stuff. I think that makes it really, really interesting. You know, particularly like the heat damage mechanics as well. Definitely changes the way that works. As you said earlier on about the heat indicator on the left hand of the scanner now is changed. So you've got the segments. The first marker indicates you're gone out of the safe zone. The second marker is you're taking damage. Third marker is OMG, you're in the 7th level of fiery hell. So yeah, so
The ship's cooler now than it used to be.
yeah, I think they've yeah, definitely they've tweaked the range of what is an acceptable heat level to go with that. I have noticed that the heat indicator on the left hand side and the heat indicator on when you're fuel scooping are out of sync again, which was an early bug. So I think they're definitely tweaking and changing around some of the heat mechanics in there.
Well, they fixed it in the second patch, and it became even. It evened out. That was exactly what it should be. So.
Tomica's screaming at me, use case. What have I done? What have I done now? I do need a holiday, I'm exhausted. I've been running around like mad all week. Let's get into this capital ship. Now, I'm not going to be able to do anything much good. No, I definitely think, you know, from...
That slightly surprised me, actually.
Yeah.
I got slowed down because I was too close to you when we were jumping out.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, because I think there's some...
I was flying just on your wing, and now you're slowed down by a factor of 0.16.
So yes, I heard there was some kind of like rubber banding effect to kind of encourage you to, you know, stick together, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, are we trying to take the capital ship down, or are we going to fight for them?
Well, it's up to you. I mean, I've got no faction options at the moment.
Oh, really? Let's check it out.
Choose a faction. Yeah, me neither.
Ooh. That's a new one.
Jump out and back in.
If we're going to fight the capital ship, I would recommend backing off Kerrash before you unload all over you.
We just sat there like, look at the guns on this. Whoa!
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
hopefully they fix, because when we first did it the first time I did it was with me, my dog, and a couple of others.
Yeah.
The graphic placement was out on where the actual heat relays were.
Oh, yeah.
So you couldn't actually really shoot them very well.
Oh, somebody shot something.
Wasn't me.
I think it's gone red. There was a player here as well.
I'm going down. I'm seriously going down. Oh no!
Not yet. No. You silly sod.
Well, I thought if we haven't got a faction option, there's an alternative way to pick a side.
No, it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. They've changed it.
Damn.
I think you find that if you shoot one side, pretty much everybody hates you.
Yeah, that sounds about my luck, I think.
But I'm going to jump out and jump back in again.
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best.
Okay.
Well, I've been looking at Crash's damage. He's going to likely be
Not much use.
Well, this is a good way of explaining what the symbols on the top of the screen do. Because I'm looking at your symbol, and I can see that your hull damage is going down.
Yeah.
And you've got no shields.
Yeah, that's the really cool thing about it. I think that's, like they said, one of the HUD was the big constraint as to why they wanted to do it. Gaming with Ian saying I want to try the reboot feature. Yes, I intended to cause module damage so I could demo that feature. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, so yes, I love those icons on there because it really is, it fits in with the kind of design language of the rest of the HUD. You can see straight away, Sharp, I can see you've still got full shields. You've all three of you have got full health. Two of you have got the capital ship selected. So, it's such a simple little interface, and it just straight away I can see how everyone else is doing and how badly I am in comparison.
No, I still cannot choose a faction.
I think they must have called a truce.
Yes, indeed. They heard that we were coming, so let's all stop fighting.
That's it. Let's just have a break.
It did take a couple of seconds last time for me to pick a faction, but longer than this. Less time than this, sorry.
I suppose we can head to the nav beacon instead if they're having a night off.
Okay. Nav beacon it in.
Rightio. I forget this thing nav mass locks you.
Well, I like the way they've now added in something for trading and escorting.
Yes.
The trade dividends.
Yeah. I think that's those are the kind of things we spoke about, a year ago, I think it was, where it was like, how are we going to be able to help each other in that kind of situation, to have those kind of escort runs and things like that. Wings brings so much to the table that it changes how you think about all of those mechanics. And I think it's great that it's giving people the option to do all of these things, and it's not just like you're going into a menu and you're choosing, I want to do an escort mission sort of thing. It is dynamic. It just happens as part of the gameplay, which I think is really nice.
And the reward, the bonus, it gets paid by the station, not the player.
Yes.
It's relative to how much of the trade is.
Exactly, yeah. So if you've got someone in your wing that's traded in a heck of a lot.
Like gold to play him.
Yeah.
Do you guys find that behaviour odd? Because I thought it would come out of the traders' profits, but...
You imagine the forwards if that happened.
I don't think it...
You don't go into winging if you want to do solo trading. If you're asking a couple of people to be your escorts, then it seems only fair to me that the profits come out of their pay comes out of your profits.
Yeah. I see. I get what you're saying, and yes, it does make sense. But could you imagine the traders? What? I got to pay for this?
They don't have to pay for it. They don't have to do it with anyone.
But yeah, it's quite a lucrative thing to do.
Oh, yeah, I think.
Tested it the other night, and people get like 7,000 credits, for doing nothing, just for flying around.
I think it's a nice thing. I like the way it kind of encourages you to work together to achieve a goal, sort of thing. That's the key thing at the end of the day for me, which makes it really, really enjoyable. I can well imagine. I mean, Shorty, she's always talking about she just wants to do the trading. She's not really interested in any of the combat or anything like that. Now it really is something which we can sit and work together. I can jump in my little combat eagle and follow her around and give her a hand. That's the kind of thing for me that I've wanted to do since day one, and it's been possible, but just too difficult, and Wings just makes that a one button click away, which is great.
That's it. Now I suppose we should really kind of talk about the elephant in the room then.
Oh yes, go on then.
Xbox.
yeah. So that was the big announcement this week, and I know it like every announcement. I think it doesn't matter what gets announced now. 50% of the internet loves it, and the other 50% explodes in a furious rage of commenting and decides that the whole internet is wrong and must burn and die, and the world's ending, and the sky is falling, and cats and dogs are living together. Oh, I dropped him. Yeah, I mean, I don't own an Xbox One, so it's not a big deal for me. I don't know a lot of people that do own an Xbox One. I think, in terms of a business decision, it was the right thing for them to do. It made absolute sense.
Yeah.
It's something they can achieve easily with minimal effort. They've already got the groundwork for it. There'll be virtually no impact on team. Now, in fact, a lot of people are saying there's going to be an impact on them being able to deliver content for the PC version because they would be too busy working on the Xbox One version. Now, if you remember, I think it was a month or two back, Michael Brooks said that they've expanded the team working on Elite Dangerous.
Oh fuck! Sorry, there's people on the phone going, "Oh my god, I'm going to quit the game. I'm uninstalling. This is terrible." Blah 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 blah. It's like, goodbye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Thank you. But what these people don't realise is the Cobra engine is multi-platform.
Yes, it already is. Yeah.
Yes. And there's a word to describe this. Scalable.
And there's a word to describe the people which are bemoaning everything, and I think that's misinformed.
Well, that's one word to describe them. Yeah, they are. I mean, they don't understand what Frontier have done over the last 10 years or so.
Yeah.
They really don't. They work closely with Microsoft and the Xbox. They know its architecture, they know its limitations.
Yeah.
They've got an incredible team there of people who are insanely clever.
Yeah.
Are we partaking in piracy tonight?
I've got a target here, an anaconda, which is in a wing.
Yes. So that's one of the things which is new. I think the signal sources and everything have been updated. Same with the nav points. So you're going to see NPCs that get spawned in now, where they are actually in a group themselves as well. So I just had that guy targeted. He's in 3 of 3. So he's got a couple of people going around him.
Siren Bells, Red, or whatever his name is.
Yes, yeah. And here's the other one, Celine Barasak. Must be a friend. And Sharp, you're orbiting around there as well. Oh, there's the other one. Faye Valentine. So that's a nice thing, you see NPCs working together in groups as well. So, Wings isn't just a thing which players are able to do. You're going to see the NPCs going around in groups as well. I think that makes the universe seem a lot more believable in a lot of respects. Isn't it?
And what
Can we just take things back to the Xbox One announcement? Because I was reading on things like GameSpot, where the GameSpot journalists are saying this is a Xbox One exclusive and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I think.
Not the case.
Yeah. Again, it's that thing. If I've learned anything over the last couple of years, it's that games journalism is not great. There's a lot of FUD that gets spread around. It is pretty shocking, yeah. So the official line was, I think, it's making its console debut on Xbox One. I think there's a hint that it may be a timed exclusive, which basically means they can get it on the Xbox One really quickly, but to get it on anything else, it's going to take a while. So, there's...
When are we going to get it on the Wii?
Yeah, exactly. Hell, I want it on my phone. I want to just be playing Elite 24/7.
Hell yeah.
I mean, to me, I don't see it as a big deal. I think it's a great thing. I want it to be playable by as many people as possible. The more people that can play it, better. And, you know, going back to the old days, you know, being on the Spectrum and the C64 and the, you know, oh, here we go, we've got someone fighting.
Yeah, I've got a target he's wanted. He's
Excellent.
For the Purple Pirates.
The Purple Pirates, and he's shown up as purple in my HUD. That's awesome. Nice. Let's head on into him. Yeah, it's a little bit crazy because, you know, we've had all this stuff before. I mean, the original Elite showed up on the Nintendo Entertainment System, for goodness sake, and I don't hear anyone crying and bemoaning about the fact that, hey, it ruined the other versions and there was no focus on the other versions because they ported it to the Nintendo. You know, it's all a lot of FUD and, you know, unnecessary and a lot of it is just from poor information. You know, nobody really knows what's going on, so they're guessing at what's happening and what's going to go wrong and all that. It's a bit of a shame, but these things happen with any kind of announcement, I think.
Oh, indeed. The thing that kind of annoys me, well, not annoys me, but the fact that you may not be able to play with console players on the same universe that we're in, on the same server cluster.
Yeah. So at the moment, the confirmed features is that the background simulation will be shared. So if we start a war somewhere on PC, then console players are going to see that same war kick off. And the peer-to-peer stuff is being currently, in big air quotes, investigated. So it's definitely a possibility. Now, I'm hopeful for it. I think it'll be great because I like the idea of cross-platform play. It's something I've always wanted to see more of. And if you look at the hints and suggestions out there, Microsoft have said that it's, you know, they've promoted it with, I think it's one of the Fable games has actually got Windows 10 and Xbox One compatibility, so you can jump in and play. So it's definitely on the cards. It's possible. It could happen. I think it'd be great if it does happen. I want the universe to be absolutely full of players and, you know, be really alive and teeming with activity. So it's great.
There's nothing technically to stop it, though, is there?
The only difference is, I think someone in the chat mentioned, I apologise, I missed your name there, but the way that the Xbox network works is it's kind of segregated in a lot of ways. So it might be difficult to get peer-to-peer traffic over from a PC to an Xbox One because of the way they work.
Right.
You know, typically the Xbox architecture is serverless.
Or is it just basically contractually segregated?
Yeah, it might be a bit of both, because I know they try and push for the usage of their Azure servers and all that kind of thing, don't they? And they want that kind of in the cloud presence. That could be tricky because when you look at it, the current servers for Elite Dangerous are Amazon EC2 servers, aren't they? So trying to get EC2 servers to talk to Azure servers and so on and so forth, yeah, that's going to be a bit tricky. That's going to be a bit of legal fumbling around, I think. They're trying to figure out how are we going to let you do this. So I just noticed an interesting thing here. That ship we just blew up dropped some canisters, and now it actually shows in the bottom left corner, illegal salvage. How cool is that?
Have I got any? I don't think I've got any cargo space on this beast. Nope, I have 0 cargo space.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm empty.
Yeah, oh, hang on. No. I've got a few. I could steal it. Yar! I blame Mad Dog. He got me into this piracy business, and now I just can't get myself out of it.
Oh, well, that's the other thing I noticed in the latest patch of beta, is that if you're in an anarchy system, reputation is now affected.
Oh, awesome. That's pretty good.
Where was it said? I'm in there somewhere.
So whilst you're finding that, actually, 8bots just put a good thing up on there. David said that one of the big issues with keeping the Xbox clients and everything talking to PC clients is that updating the PC client is something which can be done a lot more quickly and frequently, and getting the Xbox patches out there, it's tricky business, and I've seen that with my 360. It can be a pain in the backside sometimes getting patches on there. So there we go. Oh yeah, thank you, 8bots with the link in there.
It says, this is on the server side changes. Reputation can now change when NPC ships are destroyed in anarchies.
Aha.
So, you still got to be careful about who you kill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the systems were, you can kill anything.
Yeah, they were kind of just off limits. I wonder if that's something to do with the balancing to prevent people getting griefed in certain ways as well.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. See, this is the problem. I mean, obviously they've got an understanding of the bigger picture. They know what they're planning on doing with it, and you know what's going to fit. All the puzzle pieces come together. They kind of know what they want to do in the future, so they can tweak these things for a future thing that we don't even know about yet.
Yeah. And this is where a lot of the more vocal people get their information completely arse about tips.
Yeah, I was...
realise the amount of information that Frontier actually have to hand, and they don't understand what they can see about what players do.
Yeah, and things change. You know, different things are going to change at different rates, and you know, as Frontier are playing around with a lot of different things, they want to add new features in. They need to tweak things and stuff like that. You know, you can't just look at this and go, oh my god, it's going to be the worst thing in the world and stuff like that until you've seen the whole picture and everything coming together, I think. Oh, have we got a target?
This is the first time they've done a game like this.
Yes, absolutely, and you know, it is a big challenge. They've taken on a huge challenge and a risk to get this off the ground, and popped in before I could even get near. Yeah, it is a massive challenge they've taken on to, you know, basically simulate the entire Milky Way galaxy. It's crazy challenge to take on, and they're doing a damn fine job of it, I must admit. You know, it's it's been a bumpy road.
Yeah. But the thing is, I mean, I don't think there's a game quite like this out there anywhere.
No, absolutely. It is a completely different experience. You know, it's because, you know, everyone says, oh, it's like an MMO, sort of thing like that. And David was kind of keen to stay away from the idea of calling it an MMO. And you can see why. It's because they want to do something different. They don't want it to just be siloed into this known category and everyone goes, oh, it works like this and it works like that. And it's like, well, not really. It kind of has elements of a lot of different things. They've got future plans to, you know, have the planetary landing and the walking around your ships and that kind of thing. So then do you call it an FPS then at that point? What, you know, it's one of those genre-busting style games, you know.
Exactly. You can't really pigeonhole it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Which can make people go, I don't like that.
Yeah, humans have got this innate desire to categorize and classify things, and if they can't do it, it's like, oh, it's not natural. No, oh, you know, it really upsets them. There is no one spawning here, is there? Absolutely no one spawning. Should we head over to a conflict zone, perhaps?
Yeah, just go to one without the capital ship, maybe.
Right here.
Yeah, sounds good.
I can't see another conflict zone at the moment. Do we think that's what's happened? Is that the war has ended because there's no conflict zones?
Well, the capital ship's still there.
That is rather odd, isn't it?
Yeah,
but isn't there a capital ship around Sol, even though there's no war?
Yeah, so that's what I'm wondering, whether or not the war has been kind of settled and there's effectively disappeared, because this system doesn't appear to be in a state of war anymore.
No, but it's a state of civil
There
unrest.
was a war in one of the Imperial systems, wasn't there?
Was that nearby?
Yeah, it was. It was in the Galnet News.
Aha!
But how close is closer? That is the question.
It was close enough.
Let's
I'll
have
go
a
to
news then.
go to Engel and look at Galnet News.
Go to use the web browser.
Because this is the beta. Or is the beta stuff in the web browser?
Well, I suppose we could go back and rearm and repair and everything anyway, so
Yeah.
tell them about it.
Can you actually rearm it? Can you repair, sorry, Engel?
Got a target.
Oh, I'm jumping out!
I'm out. Right, I've got it.
You can take him, Sharp. We believe in you.
I'm coming out, yourself. Have you got?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, being interdicted.
Getting interdicted?
Everyone's getting interdicted.
Toad, where are you? I'm trying to find you. Yeah, I've got you locked. Yeah, you definitely need a key binding on that nav lock, I think, because I want to be able to just click you straight away. Oh, I am Groot!
Enemigo gets 2/3 advances. Is he insane? I mean, the third advances, they are going to cost a fair chunk of cash, but they are so sexy.
Oh, they are very nice, yeah. Boom! Target vaporized.
They're not that good against anacondas and stuff. They take a lot longer to take them out.
Oh, you got another one. Damn.
Oh, he jumped.
He jumped away. I'm trying to chase him. Where did he go? Where did he go?
No, he's gone.
Ah, I've lost him. I've lost him.
Oh. And now I can't go to Super Cruise because, oh dear. Right. Oh, is there still one? Oh, I'll jump there.
No, I'm too close to the sun. Burp, burp, burp. Oh, Arathon's just put it. I'm not sure if that's a bug, but apparently the debug camera doesn't work if you lose your canopy.
Oh, what?
I haven't got into that bad a situation yet, but I'm sure I can do it quite easily.
Are you overheating again?
I was just a tad.
I noticed.
One of the things I really liked, actually, I was messing around with the heat mechanics, so I was putting myself into silent running to get the ship to overheat. Of course, you get the sparks on the cockpit and everything, and I noticed when I went into the debug cam outside, you could still see the sparks and the lights flashing inside the cockpit.
Wow.
So you know all those details are still there, ready for when you can get out and walk around. You know, it's just there. It's all there. You know, it's like, let me walk around.
You see yourself in the pilot seat.
Yeah, that's the only thing which is a bit of a weird thing at the moment, and I assume that's something to do with not wanting to lock a model into that position, because obviously if you can then get out and look around it, then you don't need a model there, so it's a bit of a weird one. Even if it was just like a static dummy character sat in the position, I think it would definitely help. It would be one of those nice little nods to the immersion. But then, of course, you'd get people saying then, it's like, oh, my character doesn't move when I'm sat in the seat. It's like, really? You know.
Yeah. If you do something to make people happy, they're still moaning about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I'm upset that my character doesn't actually mimic the controls I'm putting in.
Yeah, I have noticed that, actually. The particularly on like the X52, it's like it works on the default buttons you're pressing. So if you rebind to different buttons, it's still picking up that you're doing the action rather than pressing the physical button, which is a little bit disorientating. I've not tried it with the Rift yet, but I imagine that could be really busy.
If I take my hand off of my throttle, my character's not taking his hand off the throttle. Why is that?
Yeah, damn it!
It's disgusting. I demand my money back.
Floats! Yeah, it should absolutely track my hands automagically through some software update. They should get on that right away. Screw the planetary landings, I want that.
I've just noticed something that because obviously it was copied over from the same game.
Yeah.
The construction of capital ship mission, I've won it in the beta as well.
Hey! Just in time for the patch tonight.
Yes. So I've won it twice.
You lucky git. Where's Sharp's going? Sharp's going to bed. He's off.
I'm coming back up.
Oh, there he is. Okay then. Oh, pad loitering.
Docking request denied. I'm done now. Oh, someone just literally just rubber banded off the pad.
Oh, there we go. Did anyone get in there?
No, I'm waiting, I'll be patient.
Denied, denied, denied.
request.
Yay! I got in there. Woohoo! Oh, Sharp, you left the pad backwards, mate.
Oh no, no, you took yourself around in a second.
And it's turning, yeah, it's turning. There we go. In and out, in and out. This definitely makes me think, you know, we need those things they were talking about earlier on where you could have the gas and go stations. I think they definitely need to add something like that in.
Yeah.
I think it's in Ulite where you've got the station that you literally fly through the hole,
Oh yeah.
and as you fly through the tunnel of the station, it refuels you.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
Have you seen how the fuel skips actually work?
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
I've not seen them from an
check
external
that
point
out.
of view, no.
Well, when you fuel skip next time, go into the selfie cam and look at the top of the ship and you'll see these two yellow flashing things, which is your fuel skip.
Ah, right. Awesome.
They look like the air vents on one of those refrigerated fans, don't they?
Yeah, cool. But I guess, you know, in these gas and go stations, you have a long tunnel that you fly through,
Yeah.
and effectively it's full of plasma or something like that from a sun.
You can
You
just
fly
suck
through
it up.
that into your gas and go.
Yeah. Something like that.
Although why you'd want to do that as opposed to fly into a sun, I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose that's the thing. Yeah, maybe that was one of the reasons why the idea for that was dropped, was because that's effectively what flying around a star is you just scoop and go.
Yeah. Although there is the benefit, I guess, with when you dock, you at least get locked or bound to the station.
Yeah, yeah. I'm oogling the Fer de Lance at the moment. I notice you've got the extra little glass window on the front there. I swear that must be like the captain's quarters or something in there, and it's got that nice view.
Yeah.
You're looking at the scale of it. It's something. All these windows and things on there. I just want to know what's internal. Let me know what's inside that thing.
I can imagine walking around in it.
Oh, I know. It's absolutely crazy, and I just love the the details, the writing the text on the sides of the ships and things like that. You know, where the heat vents are and that kind of thing. You get these nice little details in there.
If you look on the wings, you
Yeah.
see the model number.
Oh, the
ZPG something.
I love the chrome as well.
What you've got there, those two circular things just behind the cockpit window are the fuel skips.
Right. Okay.
They lift up and they flash yellow as it skips in hydrogen from the star.
Ah, excellent. See, I love the fact that they've thought of that. They've put them in, locations that make sense so that internally they can meet.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. I'm kind of hoping that the we haven't mentioned it actually, but two of the new additions, you got the shield boosters and the hull reinforcements. I'm hoping that hull reinforcements that go into the internal bays actually have some visual representation when you can get inside the ship. I'm hoping you can get right closer and you can see like big, thick, sturdy girders holding it together or something.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to be. Are they just going to be like a big chunk of metal, or
Well, I imagine they would be. I mean, it's got to be something sturdy and rigid, which kind of stops your shock absorbers almost for the ship. So because if you're putting them into an internal compartment, it's only really going to reinforce that particular area, I suppose, realistically, when you think about it. But does it make sense that it kind of boosts the overall strength of your ship? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work correctly. We've got. Commander Jan is suggesting that docking, that window at the front of the thing is 10 forward. That's awesome.
10 forward, eh? Right, let's
Look at that, get right up close. And have I named my current ship? I think, well, I'd like to use the name Jammy Dodger for all of my ships, but this is probably about the 50th ship I've got so far. So.
Right, let's put that to in fastest route. Well, I can jump there in 2 jumps layered in. I can get there 2 jumps.
Rightio, I'm going to
Wait, 3 jumps. I know 3 jumps there. I've only got 13.6 light year jump range.
I'll follow you then, sir.
I've got the smallest jump range.
Mine's 15.
Right, we're up 13.6.
I got 6. I haven't upgraded this.
Oh dear.
Yes. Holding the team down, I know.
This could take a while.
Well, I think I should probably head back to LHS 3447 anyway and upgrade the damn thing, by the looks of it.
By the time you
I'll
get
go and
back
scout
there,
out Lyreed and see what's going off and report back.
That's fine. What I might actually do is I'll cancel the wing for now, guys, and I'll go through the newsletter and everything tonight, and then
okay, mate.
I can catch up with you guys again.
Yeah, this Thursday maybe.
Oh yes, yes, hopefully, yes, that'd be really cool.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back to trading then.
Best of luck with you, Toad.
Crash.
Well, thank you all. Thank you very much for helping out tonight. That was awesome.
Alright.
Thanks, Sharp. Thanks, Ben.
See ya.
And there we go, just like that, we can drop straight out of the wing. And, you know, that's one of the things that I really love about the way that the wings work. It is that kind of like coincidental. There the guys are, off they go, about their business. You know, it is one of those really, really nice things that you can just kind of, you know, meet up, bump into players, join up, disband again, someone else can drop in their place. You know, that's a really, really nice thing about it. It works really, really smoothly and seamlessly. Really, really awesome. Let's catch up on some of the chat stuff here. I apologise if I've missed your question. It was too much fun. I told you, co-op is too much fun. So it's great when I get carried away, but I miss the chat, so I apologise. Montuxia, safe to presume we'll have some kind of character creation. I assume that's for the avatars and stuff. Yeah, we're going to have to be. I mean, look at some of the other technology the guys have got for, you know, Zoo Tycoon and the Scream Ride and Coaster Park Tycoon. I can't wait for that to come out. But, you know, you look at the character stuff that they can do, the human character models and stuff like that. They've got all that technology there to go. So, you know, you just need one of those views with the sliders and all that business. So it's all coming. Silencer 2101. Where do we place the Fer-de-Lance in the current ship rating? It's very, very good. I mean, it's really awesome for combat because you've got one huge hard point on it, which is insane. The power plant is a little bit limiting, and the jump range is a little bit limiting. It's just a nice big shiny ship. I think that's the great thing about it. It's one of those kind of, it's a point to show off. It's like, look at my ship, look at mine. It's better than yours. It's like the Ferrari of the ships out there. Richard, where is the hard point when it's deployed? I'm not sure if I can deploy hard points in cruise, but I can drop out of cruise and we can demo that really quick. Come on, drop out of cruise. There we go. Toad must have the biggest gun. Yes, Toad does have a big gun on there. Alright, let's get these out. I want to get a fuel scoop and see that activate now because I haven't seen that myself. So I've got a couple of piddly little lasers on the top of the ship here somewhere. Where's... There we go. There's my forward medium hard points there. These piddly little lasers there, which don't do much damage at all. Those are the default ones that come with it, the little pulsators. I love the fact that you've actually got lighting in the bays there so you can see those. I might go into repair mode in a second and see if all the other lights go off. Right. The only thing I found with the debug cam at the moment is that the collision detection around the ship is quite limiting. It prevents you from clipping inside the ship, I suppose. Look at that plasma accelerator. That thing is insane. Ridiculous heat vents on the side, or radiators there to suck off all that heat. Look at it, crazy. It just looks big and nasty. I swear I could drive my car down the bore of that weapon. It's crazy. Snuffler! Greetings, Commander. Am I wearing makeup? No, there's some strange lighting in this room. I'm stuck in the corner of my living room at the moment. Skimming down through the chat. I apologise if I've missed you. I'm waffling away. Atomica, have I tried a Class 4 cannon yet? I've not found a love one. Cannons are my favourite weapons, I must admit. They are absolutely ridiculous bores on them, and I love to mess around with them. If you know where one is, please let me know. I will love to try it out. Look at that thing. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What I'm going to quickly do, let's see if I can go into reboot and then... No, you can't go into debug cam when it's diagnosing the things. But I love the fact that the whole ship just shuts down, everything goes into... It's basically turning it off and on again. Have you tried turning it off and on again? But I love the way the systems come back up. The ship's computer crackles and garbles its voice a little bit as it's coming back up. Love the way it works. I think there's some, some interesting gameplay that can be had with that, especially if you're out there in the depths of space. You desperately need to get the, enough for it to work. Oh, Shanata Desert has them. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I will head up over there and have a play around with that. Jump in a Conda, I think. Bit of a better jump range than this thing. That's the problem. I mean, people have been saying about the jump range on it, but there are other ships which might give you a better benefit. Snuffer, is that plasma accelerator gimbaled? No, the damn thing barely gets out of the hardpoint bay. Oh, Ben, you've got a turreted cannon on the Fer de Lance. Yeah, I think the Class 3 turreted can fit in that bay, and they are pretty crazy. I love it. Oh, good point, actually, Stephen. Nice point. I will try and jump into a Sidewinder and try that out to see whether the little BBC Micro keyboard goes nuts when you reboot it. I'd love to see that. Let's head on over to Dalton Gateway. Here we go. Oh, we've got some chat up in here. Let's have a quick look in there. Vajero. Someone in local there. Oh, that was direct. There we go. Let me see. So /R respond. Awesome. Love it. Love the way that works. It just makes communication so much more seamless. It just works. That is the best thing about the comms update. When this goes live for everyone else out there in the live game at the moment, I think it's just going to completely change the way people are trying to interact with stuff. Commander stuff like that. Crate plus a plasma accelerator, best loadout. I think the only way you could do that was to do the old dumping the invisible rubbish slot underneath your cargo, wasn't it? It was a hack. It was a hack. Oops. It's great. Great comms. You can chat with people, bump into people. It's wonderful. It definitely makes the game much more social. It was sorely needed, I think. It's lovely to see it in there. And this is one of the things I love about the fact that it's in continuous development. The game is just going to get better and better with every single update they do. It's not going to slow down. The guys are just going to keep improving the game and making it absolutely awesome. And that's what I love about it. Atomica, wonder if the Thargoids have plasma accelerators. I want to see giant green lasers coming out of the Thargoids. That's how they should be. Record 128, how is Shorty doing? She is okay. She's she's had some really bad sickness with it. She's struggling to sit in front of the computer even and watch the stream, let alone play or chat to anyone at the moment. She's morning sickness is morning, noon and night, unfortunately, bless her. So yeah, that's why she's not been on. She does miss everyone, so I will send her love on to you guys. So thank you for asking. Neil M. Chat could do with remembering the last mode you used. Yes, I think I know what you mean there. So if you go into enter, it goes into local. It would be nice that if it remembered I was just replying to Vajero there. Oh, yeah. I hate that. And you're trying to get on with things and you get interdicted. Yeah. So it would be nice if you can just hit enter and it goes back to replying to someone, or goes back into, the replying to your target, that kind of thing. It does, if you are in a wing, it automatically goes into wing mode to respond to your wing when you press enter anyway, so that is a nice thing. Otherwise, I think you can just enter, you can hit tab, and you can cycle through the various things. If you're in a wing, that would be local, target, reply, that kind of thing. So you can just tab away. That's how I was just doing that then. I've got a friend request from Vajero. There we go. Greetings to the world. See, that's great. I love it. It changes the way the game feels, and that's what I love about these updates. Every single time there's a new feature like this, it just makes the game feel different. It feels more complete, and better game overall. Canopy fail doesn't show on debug cam. Want to see, right? Oh, right, Arathon, I think I get what you're talking about now. So you won't see the cracked glass and all that. That's interesting. I will try and do that. If you're suggesting by do you want to see, as in stand still whilst I crack your canopy glass, then I might just back away from that request. Thank you all the same. Lottie Gunner, yes, the guys have asked you there, how do you talk to a computer? Yeah, Voice Attack is a third-party piece of software. I think it's only about £4 or £5. VoiceAttack.com, yes, thanks Toad. Yeah, great little piece of software, love it. Oh, Dr. Crunch, farewell if you're leaving now. Thank you for joining tonight. Yeah, Voice Attack is an awesome little piece of software. I don't tend to use it on the streams because I waffle on. I usually have so much to talk about on the newsletters and all that I don't. I tried to use it and it was picking up so much rubbish that I was waffling on about that it wasn't really usable. But I do use it when I'm off air to play around with stuff. So let's carry on going through the newsletters. Something I'm really excited for. I want this thing. I want this. Look at this. Ah, look at that. Look at that thing. The Imperial Courier has been sneaky peeked in the newsletter. That looks absolutely stunning. I love the way that they've even taken into account the style with the pilot's chair there. That's really cool. And that wraparound view on that cockpit, that is going to be a stunning little fighter ship, because you've got that complete experience to look around and keeping track of targets and things like that. I want that thing. It is absolutely stunning. It was one of those ships I always liked to play around with in the earlier game, in Frontier and First Encounters, and it just looked awesome. It was one of those ones that you aspired to. Once you've gone up, you got the big ship, you got the Panther Clipper and all that, and you're like, actually, I want to come back down to one of these ships. It looks awesome, and this one definitely looks awesome. Cannot wait to play around with that one. They keep teasing me with all these goodies. I want these goodies. It's not fair. Arathon, you want to test your plasma accelerator? No, I'm going to spoil your fun. So yeah, that's nice to see the Imperial Courier coming in. I hope at some point all of the ships can make an appearance. I hope that the game continues to get funding to the point that the guys can just turn around and just keep adding in more and more content into the game and add it in. And Snuffler, yes, I would love to see the Crate 2 at least make some appearance. It would be really, really great to see all of the ships from all of the previous games show up. It would be great fun, I think. Mara Jaden, have I ever flown the Clipper? Yes, I've played around with the Clipper in the betas. It's a really nice ship. I think I know where you're coming from there. It's a similar cockpit, similar style to the internals and stuff, that kind of blue highlights and things like that. It is really nice. I love it. And I think it's one of those things that, once I've finished messing around in all the other ships and I've got more money than I know what to do with, it's nice to have that to cruise around with on the weekends and, show off your wealth, I think. Ultra Zippy, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you've changed Voice Attack so you can have it on a like a push to talk kind of mode on Voice Attack there. Arathon, yeah, you've got a good point there. The best feature on the Clipper is the sound of the engine. Yes, it does sound pretty awesome. I do like that about the ships. Every single ship sounds different. It's got a unique style to it. It's really, really awesome. Nice to see that. it's nice to see the guys are taking every little detail into account when they're making these ships. It's not just an artistic thing, you know. You're not just seeing a different shape. You know, it's got a different cockpit, a different style, a different feel to it. You know, it flies differently, it sounds different. It's nice to see that they're actually considering that when they build these ships. Gaming with Ian, I'm not sure I saw the follow-up question there. Is that the first one from the players from that particular ship builder? No, the Guatemala ones, I think, are all the sexy-looking ships with all the smooth curves and that kind of thing. So, yeah, they've got the same sort of style. Can the Courier fit in the cargo bay? I think the Courier was quite a large ship in Frontier and First Encounters, so I doubt it can fit inside a cargo bay. Speaking of that, actually, if anyone has seen the Xbox One trailer, there is that section towards the end there where you see that little Federal fighter zoom out of a launch bay from the underbelly of a ship, and I am debating in the back of my mind what that is. To me, it looks like the belly of an anaconda. I am really hoping that that is something they're hinting at, maybe for the 1.3. You know, we've all been talking about the rumours and the speculation of what power play is, which is one of those vague terms. Like, what on earth is it? You really are teasing us, Frontier, when you talk about what power play is going to be. But yeah, that's one of the things I thought was a nice, subtle little hint in that video. If you watch it back carefully, you'll notice that that Federal fighter zips out from the underbelly of a ship there. I really hope that's Anaconda. Something that David is really keen on is the idea of keeping a little combat orientated Sidewinder in your Anaconda, cruising around with your normal Anaconda to, you know, large jump ranges and things like that, and having it for you know, and then jumping into your little ship. I really hope that that's what it is. Yeah, absolutely, Toad. Yeah, sorry, that's what I was just waffling on about there. Yeah, they said that it would be possible. It definitely is small enough to fit into the belly of a Conda. I'm hoping that that hint is going to be part of that feature there. Arathon, yeah, good point. It might have been the Corvette. Of course, we've not seen the Corvette. I'm not sure what the underbelly of that one looks like, and it is definitely the kind of ship which would suit well to that purpose. It's supposed to be a combat-leaning ship. Let me see if I can find the clip for it. Yeah, so not sure if I can get a picture-in-picture with this, but I'll give it a go. See if we can get this up and running. One of the other things I noticed in it as well is you've got the hint at a pilot in a seat, which is such a naughty little hint. Them putting that in there, that's terrible. Suggesting that we can have pilots in seats. Oh, it's going to be trailer gate all over again, isn't it? Showing things which are not in there. That's just terrible. Alright, let's just see if I can grab that for you guys. There we go. So I've got it muted. Well, let's play the whole trailer for you, and then I'll pause it. You guys can see the see that ship. I swear to God, it shows a launch bay.
Docking request granted.
What is it? What is it? I say. Yeah, nice little track. I mean, I love the slow motion, the music that builds up and stuff. I won't play it because it would be rather loud, and I'd hate to get the volume levels and blow your eardrums out. So I'll try and pause it when it gets to that point there. There we go. Look at that. That's cheeky. That's cheeky. We don't have people in seats. You can't show that. That's not fair. Pew, 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 pew. There we go. So there's the thing. What is that? Rumour and speculation abound. You know, looking at the little blue strips there at the top, I mean, to me that looked like the edge of the anaconda. I'm going to see if we can buy an anaconda actually whilst I'm here, and see if we can spot what that thing is, compare what it is. Grey, definitely grey, Arathon. Yeah, you've got a good point there. It's all grey. Right, let's buy ourselves an anaconda. Buy the ship, flog the old one. I don't want it. It's scratched. I want a new one. Lennon, yeah, the trailer is definitely, it is nice to see that it's improvement over the previous one. I think definitely. I think it's one of those things that, you know, they're going to improve as they get used to doing these kind of things. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at that. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Absolutely. Let's. Ooh. I've got an incoming message. Voice comms invite. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to pause that. I apologise. Let's turn that off a second so we can get through. Sorry. Right, let's get the view back. Let's get these things side by side. Look, you'll see, it's not just FUD and rumour and speculation. Let's have a look at the... there's something there. There's something there. There is. It's hard to tell. Let's see if we can turn the... turn it off on there. And get these two views side by side so you guys can see. Now look at that. There we go. So there's the underbelly of the anaconda. We've got those little blue things in the background there. We've got the stuff there. See, it looks like the underbelly of the anaconda. It really does. We've got the little blue things in the top corner there. We've got the blue in the background here. I reckon it's a conda. Image is still overlaid. I might have moved it out of the way now. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm trying to get it picture in picture. There we go. It looks like a conda. Let's play that a little bit more. You can't see. And out there, here we go. So we've got the cargo bay there up the front there. Let's see if we can get a different view of the cargo bay. Do you know what I'll do actually? We've got a conda. Let's just jump the thing outside and we'll have a look at it. The arrows are there, the struts are there. It's got to be a conda. It is. I told you. See, we're not all full of FUD and rumor and speculation on the stream. See, we can find little sneaky hints and stuff. Let's get outside. Well, let's just get off the docking pad and get into debug mode and have a look at this. I don't care if I get blown up. I want to see the underbelly of my conda. Come on. Let's look at that. See if we can get the same shot up in there. Like I said, it's kind of difficult to work around the bounding box of the underside of the ship here because it's... Yeah, look at it. It's the same. Look, we've got the view there. Look at that. Try and get these two side by side. There is the underbelly of the anaconda. It absolutely has to be. Look at that. You heard it here first, folks. Oh, Dirk. Oh, I apologise. I've already left the docking bay. I'll have to get back in to show you the description on there. Jetchoff, yes, that was one of the things that was talked about early on, is that the conda would be able to carry quite a few of the smaller fighter style ships actually. Well, not a few together, but the smaller fighter ships would fit inside the bay on that. So that's gotta be it. I think that's gonna be really, really awesome. I love the idea of that. I think that's gotta be it. It's gotta be. Come on. I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Let's get this outside. Oh, I always feel like ducking when you're taking the conda out. Snap! Yeah, it's got to be that. I mean, the other thing as well, I mean, you know, they're showing a federal fighter there, so what are they hinting at? I mean, the Federal Fighter is currently not a playable ship. Do they intend it to be a playable ship? Are they hinting that maybe you could hire an NPC to come along with you, and you can sit in your conda and have an NPC, you know, jump out whenever you need some backup? Is that what Paraplay is talking about? I mean, there's so many possibilities there. I mean, it's, you know, it's really exciting when you see these tiny little rumors and hints at what these things could be. Damn, Frontier, you such a tease. Right, let's get back in and we'll have a look at the description of the Anaconda. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, if you're sure. I mean, it's a big, heavy hitter. The Conda. It's huge. Big long nose on it as well, so it's a different ship to fly. I have to get it kitted out with a better drive anyway. So I love landing in the large docking bays. Shinrei Fighter Bay add-on, yeah, it sounds interesting. I can think of loads of interesting uses for it. Dr. Crunch, hope the Rift comes out this year. Yeah, I hope it comes out this year. Whoopsie. It's a bit bigger than the other ships I've had. There we go. Back up. There we go. Into the space. Come on. She's a big ship. Takes a bit of maneuvering. Yeah, I really hope the Rift makes it out this year. I mean, I've heard lots of rumours in it, but no one really knows when the thing's coming out. I don't get myself a fuel scoop here actually as well, so I can see it on the Conda and the things open up. Sharp, yeah, you got a good point actually. I don't think I could afford the Rift at the moment, but I want to get one when it comes out. It is really, really awesome. Or the Steam VR. Yeah, the Steam VR thing sounds very interesting. I'd like to see what it is. I mean, Frontier have hinted that any one of these things are in a good position to add in any kind of support for new VR experiences as they come out. You know, they're not exclusively locked to any particular vendor for the VR stuff, so it'd be good to see what they can do. Let's get ourselves an A6. That's going to cost me an arm and a leg. Yep, that's most of my credits, but it means I can get places quicker. I don't want any cargo, so let's get myself some cash back. I just want to get up to Shinra. No shield generator. Hee woo! Yes, open play. You didn't see me sell my shield generator, honest. Wonder if I can fit a Class 7 fuel scoop. Destroyer of Stars. Wow, 89 million credits for an A7 fuel scoop. That is absolutely crazy. Let's just check the biggest one I can fit in there, and my rebuy cost is just about doable. I'm in. A4 plasma. I'd love an A4 plasma, but I'm just going to head up to Shinra, see if I can find that cannon we were talking about earlier on. I'd love to see that. Gaming with Ian. Yeah, hopefully the wife's done well in Vegas and then we can buy whatever we want there. Sharpshifter. HoloLens. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Obviously, with the Xbox One announcement this week, HoloLens is something Microsoft working on. Of course, that's augmented reality rather than virtual reality, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in terms of games. I mean, Microsoft have kind of built it with a lot of other different things in mind. So, you know, is it going to be something which works well as a gaming experience, or is it something which is more for the different experiences that they've come up with? See if we can get to Shinra quickly before anyone spots that I'm running with no shields. Oh, damn. Yep. There we go. Let's get into cruise. Let's get out there. Mr. Jones, at this rate we would be tronning ourselves into games. Yeah, we are heading in that direction. I mean, the rate at which games have improved over the last couple of decades is absolutely insane. You know, going from basic wireframes 30 years ago to what we have now is absolutely stunning, and it's just getting more and more realistic experience as you go along. I think that's awesome. Jack Hammer Psalm. So your thoughts are is that the Wings is designed to use the Anaconda base so a second player can dock with another player and use it as a trap for any pirate. See, I mean, well, you got an interesting point there. I mean, Wings has come out now. This allows the co-op stuff to be more he's disrupting my mass. Curse you. Let's get away from you. Get. Arathon, curse you. Yeah, so you got an interesting topic there. I mean, you know, the co-op in the Wing brings in the whole co-op play and that kind of stuff, and really encourages working together. You know, if that's just a first step to get to that thing where you can have ships inside ships and that kind of gameplay, then you know that's makes sense. That does make a lot of sense, actually. Friendship drive. Ah. Let's go ahead and close that down in there. So we've got the peak of the week. Yeah, so the other important thing which popped up in the newsletter is the starpoint at New Yembo has been named Unity, which was a common suggestion for a few people, so it was one of the favourites that Frontier picked out from all the suggestions. I'm not going to be able to scoop from that white dwarf, damn you. So yeah, so it is called Unity. I think that's a nice, pleasant name to say, you know, we work together to create it. That's awesome. I think the only problem with it obviously is, you know, the distance it is. It is a fair road away from civilization out there, so it is tricky to do anything with. I've gone out a couple of times. I'd like to go at it now. I mean, they've hinted in the newsletter now that it looks like it's more complete, so I'd like to see it partially built. I want to head out there again, maybe head out into the release game at some point and go see what's out there. And of course, a really, really nice touch that they've added in memorandum of Leonard Nimoy, they've named a station around planet Vulcan, which is really, really cool for Frontier to do that. Nice to see that they're still continuing to change things in response to community requests and things. You know, we like the idea of it. Look at this system, nice. Wow, look at that, awesome. Let's see if we can get these fuel scoops. Come on, come on. There we go, scooping. And we've got segments on the fuel scoop gauge as well, the heat gauge on the fuel scoop. Let's get that into view so you guys can see. That's nice. And let's pop out into debug mode. Where are those scoopies? They've got to be around here somewhere. Oh, it's so nice that you can see inside these things now. You get a real sense of the scale of these damn ships. They are so huge. Absolutely massive. I can't wait to walk around these things. Where is my scoop? It's got to be on here somewhere. You wouldn't have thought they'd be at the back. You would have thought they'd be... hang on, there's lights on there. Is that it? We're in the dark here. Working in the dark. Debug, I must admit. As soon as it became a possibility, I knew it was going to be one of those really, really great features that people were going to be screaming about, and for good reason as well. I mean, you can get some awesome screenshots, you can do some great videos and stuff. There's loads of things I want to try with it. No, I cannot see my scoop at all. Let's try turning over into the light and catching it from this angle. Maybe I just missed it because it was too dark. Where are the scoops? Anyone know where the scoops are? The orange glowy things. Orange glowy things. Thanks, Toad. That's my heat vents. Can't be them. That's my landing gear. Oh, hang on. No. No. Don't go there, don't go there. Is it these it? Is this it? No, that's thrusters. Where are they, Toad? Top rear. Thanks, Toad. Legend. See, Toad knows everything. These, there we go. Right, that makes sense. The little turbines sucking in the excess plasma. Oh, that's nice to see. I like that. Screenshot, screenshot. That's awesome. I love the fact that they've thought about all these really crazy details. Only show when they're active. Yeah, so how can I get myself in it? If I set myself up so I'm flying away from the star and then quickly get back into debug view and see if they change. It's harder to do that. There they are. So they're active at the moment. Let's see when I fly away if they deactivate. I love the fact that the debug cam still works when you're cruising and stuff as well, so you can get some really awesome shots. Oh, there we go. So the heat vents are closing down. Oh, they go, and they've just gone dark. They've gone cold. So fuel scooping disengaged. That's cool to see. I like that. Orange glowy things. Thanks, Toad. I love that. You just get some awesome looking screenshots and video footage and stuff like that just from sitting in cruise. See, I want this as my desktop background. I want this animated, just zipping out. How cool a desktop background is that? I mean, come on. Just cruising along. Love it. Absolutely love it. Awesome stuff. Let's head on over to the next system. Simmer, yeah. Want a big sign on the underside of the Anaconda. Insert Sidewinder here. Oh, throttle up. There we go. I had the reversing on there. So I'm going to read the thing off verbatim on there. So I knew that David was headed off to the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. And it was really cool to see he received some awards there, which was awesome. The 2015 Pioneer Awards for contributions to gaming, and they also received the Game Developers Audience Choice Award, which is really cool to see the game receiving more positive feedback from the communities and stuff like that. You know, it's you know, we've had a bit of a rocky road, I think, with some of the community feedback on things with the offline and all that kind of stuff, and you know, it's unfortunate that those things taint what should have been a really great experience for the release and the launch and everything. I'm obsessed with these little fuel scoops now. I love them. Brilliant, love it. But yeah, it's nice to see that the game's getting the critical acclaim that it deserves. You know, it really is pushing the boundaries of what's possible with gaming, and it's nice to see them receiving the rewards. Right, let's go there. Simmer, yes, you're absolutely right. I spend more time staring and oogling at my ship than I do flying it. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, Arathon, good point. Yeah, the Anaconda cargo hold is 420 tons, so that's more than a Python, so a lot of ships should be able to fit inside. And the other thing as well, I mean, why not some of the other bigger ships, why can't they fit things in? It'd be nice to have a Type 9 that looks like your average trader going about its business, minding its own, you know, going through a system, and it happens to have 3 or 4 Sidewinders sat in its cargo hold with other players sat there ready to launch. Go ahead and interdict me, you pirate. Beep. No, I mustn't be mean. But no, it's an interesting gameplay thing. I think that'd be quite nice, you know, to have an innocent-looking ship. Toad wonders if the stream will be longer than 2 hours now that Mrs. K is. I can play tonight. I can play. Possibly, might be. I can be. If there's more stuff you guys want to go over and chat around, then absolutely. All-nighter Toad, yay! Montuxia, yeah, I really do agree with you there. The audio in this game is really stunning. It's something which they should have received an award for, absolutely. It's a shame that audio doesn't get more of, you know, interest from players and things like that. You know, everyone's always about the shiny graphics and stuff like that, but the stuff they've done on the audio is fantastic. The way it's dynamic, it's reactive.